Welcome, everybody, to the wrestling portion of the Geo and Meatbag Show. This one is called Through the Table. We're so stoked to be here. We got a fucking kick-ass AEW Dynamite to get into.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah. Just an incredible... I just thought it was an incredible show last night. Paced very, very well. It was just one of those shows that left me satisfied and wanting more. To kick off the night, we had MJF come out and cut his, well, I wouldn't necessarily call it cutting a promo, but it was definitely like a celebration.
Yeah, I was just going to say it. It was a whole celebration.
A celebration.
Dude. What did Excalibur, what did he say that thing was MJF was getting carried on? A paladin?
A paladin? Yeah, I think you had it right. Something like that.
I figured Cash would know that right off the.
No, I can't remember exactly what he said. I was laughing too fucking hard about MJF being carried on that son of a bitch into the fucking.
Well, I remember JR going.
Yeah,
JR was like, "A what?" And he's like, a thing that people carry a chair with a dude on it."
Yeah. it's dudes carrying chairs or something like that. It was so funny.
Yeah, dudes carrying chairs with a dude on it or something like that.
Oh, it was funny.
It was hilarious. But to start it off, you had Wardlow coming out with the cardboard cutouts of CM Punk and MJF, like the whole cutouts from that match, and then they have Justin FTR and Sean Spears come out. Justin Roberts has this big ass fucking script that he has to read.
Yeah,
that was kind of comical, honestly.
Yeah, word for word.
And he's so like Justin Roberts did it well too. Like he
did.
He just like the way he expressed. You could tell he was expressing himself while trying to do his job at the same time. And he's just like.
Yeah,
he looked flustered. It's just, he did, yeah, and he played it well. He's like an on-screen character. To me, he's an on-screen character just as much as anybody else involved in.
Oh,
AEW,
definitely.
To be honest,
Well, you got to think about how long Justin's been in the industry. Like, he's been a part of the industry for no less than, maybe 15, 20
years. He's an
years.
ECW original, bro.
Justin Roberts?
Yeah, he started out on WWE ECW.
That's right.
Yep.
Just like you, boy.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time, man.
Just like Matt Cardona.
Just like Matt Cardona.
Yeah, just like Matt Cardona.
Considers himself an ECW champion. It's like, that shit don't count.
So stupid. Yeah, it doesn't count. If you were fucking WWE's ECW, yeah.
When Vince McMahon held the strap, that's how you know it doesn't count, dude. Fucking.
Oh, it was fucking awful, man. Like, I mean, I think the one aspect of that ECW shit that they were doing was one night only. That was good. One night only was great.
The first and second one night stand were awesome. Everything after that was just
one night stand. That's right. Those were fantastic.
Speaking of Matt Cardona, did you guys see him dressed up as Vince in the ECW era outfit with the do-rag and the fucking... You guys seen that a while back?
That was so... I think it was during Halloween.
Hilarious.
It was so fucking funny.
Very, very funny. Let's shift it back over to Dynamite here. So MJF approaches the ring, getting carried down by what we think is a paladin. Thank you, Excalibur, for giving us the proper term for that. As soon as he got up to the ring, he asked one of the girls for a kiss, and then the other one, he just full-blown fucking... He French kissed her.
He did.
Her.
They made out, as the kids say.
I was like, is that his fucking girlfriend in real life, or is this just some girl that was like, yeah, I'll fucking make out with you?
It's probably some girl that's like, dude, it's money.
What does he say? What does he say? Like something about mats and banging all the rats or something like that?
Yeah, say something like that.
Hitting the mat and banging the rats or some shit like that.
Yeah. Dude, he's so awesome. it was a really good segment, and a pretty good promo from MJF. You had him talking about he was better than Piper in Portland, Brett in Canada, and he's better than Punk in
Chicago.
And he's proven that twice. And he wants a challenge. He wants a shot for the AEW Championship. And then Punk just I liked this part. This was really fucking cool. Punk shows up, right? No music, no fucking Jericho run-in with the pyro or any bullshit like that. You know, it's just straight into, and he's got and Tony Schiavone approaches him with a microphone, and he's just saying like I am desperate to get, you know, just explain how desperate he is to get another shot. You know, he has to beat him. And then all of a sudden he said he was talking to
talking to Wardlow.
Yeah, then he said he was all of a
he
sudden
said he was talking to Wardlow. What did he say to him? He said something along the lines of, "You need to grow some balls and fucking, you know,
get away from them.
Get the hell away." Because I mean, at one point during MJF's promo, he sat there and he goes, "I got to thank my big strapping friend Sean Spears."
Yeah,
like,
and
total
like,
slap in the face.
Everybody
Wardlow,
in the
man.
audience was like expecting him to thank Wardlow, and then once
I knew he wasn't going
it's
to.
kind of like the old
I knew
swoop,
he
like
wasn't.
going for the handshake and then like patting your head, like. It was kind of like, that's what happened to Wardlow, and like even the fans were like, "Oh, like fuck, dude!" Like
every moment of this right now is building towards what we all think it's gonna be.
Dude.
You know, I mean, this whole fucking thing has just been all right. So he's gonna keep progressively shitting on him more every single week until it gets to a point where Wardlow's just
it's gonna come to a
and
breaking point.
It's
for
coming,
sure, like a boiling.
I think
point.
I think it'll finally go down at Revolution. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. You can clip this shit, but I think that's when Wardlow is finally going to go, "You know what? Fuck this shit," and powerbomb MJF straight to fucking hell, dude. That's what I think.
I think that would be perfect timing. This has been a slow burn for a long time. They're pushing Wardlow to the fucking moon right now.
Yep.
The Powerbomb Symphony is over like Rover. I don't see a better time to do it than Revolution, March 9th.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
that's
awesome.
Revolution would be perfect. That's a perfect time to pull that trigger with Wardlow and MJF.
We might
Why
see
not,
the actual snap like maybe a week before fucking Revolution, and then
Maybe
it sets
he'll
up
get
for the
really
match.
close again. Maybe he'll get really close again, Gio. Remember when he was really close and fucking when MJF was poking his finger at him and shit?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get really close right before the Revolution, and then once Revolution happens, they're pulling the trigger on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might happen at Revolution. You know, that'd be cool. But I would like to see it happen before, and then they have a fucking match at Revolution. Like.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I get it. But I
what you're
think
saying
you need some time to kind of build that match, because Revolution's close, man. I mean, we're what, 3 weeks away or something like that.
Well,
Three-
if they have
maybe 3-4
if they have
weeks?
the snap on Rampage, and then fucking Tony Khan announces, you know, this weekend at Revolution, you know. But
here's
I
what,
just hate that. I hate that last second booking like that, especially with the
But
pay-per-views.
here-
You got to give it some time to breathe.
Here's what I think. I think it will definitely happen eventually, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it would happen at Revolution. And if Wardlow's going to have a
neither do
match
I.
at Revolution, it's probably going to be against Sean Spears, because, of course, we know
Right.
MJF, he's a scandalous piece of shit. He's going to throw
Yeah.
Sean Spears to the Wolf, and the Wolf's going to eat him up, and he's going to try to put all these different barricades to separate himself from Wardlow until finally Wardlow has just broken down all barriers and pushed through all fucking ceilings, and he's just ready to, and he finally gets the chance to get
that's a
his
very
hands on MJF.
very good point. Yeah, I agree.
So
Astute point.
maybe we're looking at Double or Nothing. Like, that would be a fucking marquee matchup, especially the way they're pushing Wardlow to the moon right now. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
that would
what
be
if all
a kick-ass?
what if all
kick-ass fucking-
MJF like ends up winning the title eventually, and then you get fucking Wardlow and MJF for the title, like.
Yeah, that would be really cool too.
I think that'd be cool. I think once they finally pull that trigger on MJF, I don't expect him to drop it for a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. He's
Yeah.
gonna hold the strap.
Oh,
for
that's.
a
I
good
mean,
long
that's.
while.
I've
A
said
year.
that.
A year he'll be world
I've
champion.
said that since day one. Like as soon as
Yep.
MJF
Yeah.
gets it, he's gonna hold it for a very long time.
Absolutely.
He's gonna have a Kenny Omega type run where he's gonna have the strap for
At
least
least
a
1 year. Yeah, I agree.
And just
Yeah.
everybody trying to just protect him. He's going to surround himself by a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the outcome of this promo is so CM Punk was granted a match, but he had to get a partner that night and take on FTR. So now we're, on the edge of our seats trying to figure out, well, who the fuck is CM Punk's partner going to be, which we will get into the match later because they had a match. They said, you will have a match with FTR tonight with a partner of your choosing, and if you beat them, then you can have a match with me. So,
Yep.
It'll probably be Revolution, which is fine because those guys put on a 40-minute banger the other night.
It was
in
a great
Chicago.
match.
So,
Phenomenal match.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, and that should definitely be the one where Punk wins, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or,
agree.
I mean,
I think
I-
Punk,
I-
I think that
I like that, but I don't agree. I think that fucking CM Punk is just gonna keep
You
losing
what?
to MJF. Like,
Oh yeah,
I think like MJF is just gonna keep finding a way to fucking just get that W, get that, and we'll see maybe like Punk whoop his ass for sure, but I think he's just gonna keep getting away with that sneaky, slick victory.
and Punk knows wrestling, dude. He knows that MJF is fucking money, so he
Yeah.
would totally. I know he's totally down to put him over, dude. And
yeah, totally. I agree.
he's
So
a
I-
once in a lifetime. He's one of those once in a lifetime guys. He
There's-
really is. MJF is incredible.
Well, and the same thing with CM Punk. CM Punk now
Yeah.
knows that he's in the position to where he doesn't have to win. He doesn't need the W's. He doesn't even need
No.
a title run in
No,
AEW.
not at all.
Like he hints at it like he wants to run for it, but he doesn't need a title fucking run.
I think he
doesn't.
will eventually. I think at some point down the line, maybe a year or two from now, Punk will get a run with the world title. Like I fully expect to see that at some point.
Right.
I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, but I expect him to be world champion at some point in the next couple of years.
Well, when MJF told Punk that he can pick a partner of his choosing, it couldn't be either Darby Allin or Sting because they decided to come out and kind of have CM Punk's back against the Pinnacle because CM Punk was
Yeah.
definitely outnumbered. He was just really pissed off and wanted to come out and let off some steam and let MJF know that he's not fucking finished yet and he'll do whatever it takes to get a match with him. And it looks like that's what we're getting. We're getting CM Punk doing whatever it takes to try to get that match again with MJF. Moving forward here, we went to this backstage segment with Sting and Darby Allin and Andrade, and Andrade trying to get Darby Allin to work for him. It's kind of a weird segment. Andrade, what I thought was kind of cool is Andrade was like, I'm going to be your next TNT champion, so you're going to have to face me for the title because we know that's what's on Darby Allin's mind right now. I thought that was just a really cool little angle right there. Also, Wardlow had a match, so he had to get off the stage, get that suit off, and get right into his singlet and get ready for this match against the Blade. Just demolish the Blade. Sean Spears, of course, coming in, trying to steal the spotlight with the chair. Very quick match, Powerbomb Symphony. Everyone loves it.
I don't even think
The
he had
inner
time
s-
to tape up as fucking. As
No,
JR
it was
said.
it was really quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it was actually longer than I expected it to be. To be honest, like I figured that was going to be a 2-minute match, fucking one and done, Powerbomb Symphony, it's over. But it was a more competent match from the Blade than I expected it to.
Yeah.
It was still short, but it
Sure.
wasn't a squash. I wouldn't call that
It
a
wasn't a
squash
pure
by
squash,
any
no.
by any stretch. No,
was
not at all. Like, I
squash-esque.
feel like the Blade Yeah, the Blade got some decent offense in, but then fucking, of course, Wardlow comes back and just smashes his ass into the ground.
Yeah.
True.
You know, but
True.
I mean, he did get some offense in during the match.
Which is smart
Bro.
because Blade's one of those guys that you can't just fucking squash. Like you got to make him look
Yeah.
good
Don't
because
squash Blade.
he's in a legitimate tag team of AEW, like a homegrown guy, so
People might
can't just
not
squash
agree with me, but I think the Blade is an asset to the company. Yeah, he may have been doing a lot of jobs, but he's an asset to the company.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's one of
I
those dark horses that you need. But
And God, he's in phenomenal shape. How couldn't anybody want him to work for their company? Like, the guy's in tippy top shape. He's not a fuck off. He's at work doing the work. You know.
yeah,
He's
I mean,
the
and
perfect guy.
for his age, I mean, to be able to go like that and look that good is pretty awesome. Like, who we're about to bring up next, who, for being his age, looks pretty decent and can still go like a motherfucker. Le Champion Chris Jericho, leader of Inner Circle, called for a team meeting and attendance was mandatory. Meatbag, take it away.
Yeah, so this is a mandatory attendance. Everybody shows up, Inner Circle team meeting right out in the middle of the arena. So hits Judas, and only 3 of the Inner Circle come out. It is Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, and Chris Jericho. So Chris Jericho gets the mic, and he was, kind of like, he was actually, I think he was getting ready to say something, and then Santana and Ortiz's music hit, right?
Yeah.
No, he got
a few words
cut
out.
What did he say?
quick
Oh,
little.
okay.
He got a few words in. What he said was, he goes, he's like, I did say that this was mandatory. He goes, I'm going to be honest with you. He goes, we haven't seen Santana and Ortiz all day.
And right
We
when
haven't
he
seen them all
said
day.
that, their
Right
fucking
when he
music
said
hit.
that, then the
Yeah.
music hit.
And it's a new song, like it's a new video package, new
Yeah.
song. So it's definitely pointing at a turn. Go ahead.
Meatbag, I think you said a while ago that this needs to happen. Like,
Yeah.
as bittersweet as it is, like the Santana and Ortiz are like a fucking grade A tag team, and they definitely need
Oh, yeah.
they need to shine on their own. The Inner Circle was great. It was a good rub to get them in the door, but and I don't even believe that this is going to end up with them leaving the Inner Circle. I think the Inner Circle is just going to take a break, and then we'll see them come back later in the future. But ultimately, that's what needs to happen right now is they kind of need to split up a little bit. Sammy needs to shine as a single star. Maybe, Jericho can either do a singles run or fucking team with Hager. And then you got Santana and Ortiz can really show off their skill and their worth. Because I think, and I know Meatbag can agree because I've heard him say it, I think they should have been tag team champions already. Like,
Yep.
a long time
yeah.
ago.
They should have been tag champions a while back. Absolutely.
And I was very appreciative of Chris Jericho cutting that promo and bringing up those dates, especially the February 17th date where the Proud and Powerful lost against the Young Bucks. It's history, and some people don't pay attention or bring up history in AEW. They've only been around for going on 3 years, but it's still long enough to be able to remember certain things. Santana cut this fierce promo, and I was super behind it. Like, it was just a beautiful fucking promo. But Jericho kind of had a point. Am I really holding you back? Because you had your title shot, and you fucking lost.
You guys lost. It had nothing to do with me.
You guys lost. Yep.
And
I mean, he's right.
He's right.
He's absolutely right.
And you're right, Cash. You and Chris Jericho are right, Cash.
Well, Jericho, and it was interesting about that to me was that it really felt like heel. Like, Jericho came off as a heel a few different times in the midst of that promo.
Yes.
where he sat there. What was his line? He goes, "Maybe I chose the wrong two
Of
members
LAX,
of LAX."
yeah.
And then fucking
Before he
Santana trying to grab by
Before
his
he asking
Yeah, he
Hager, he
goes,
goes, "Do you have
he goes, "Hey,
Homicide
Jake,
Hernandez's
you
phone
still have
numbers?"
Homicide and
Sorry, I got
Hernandez's
excited.
phone number. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, then he gets grabbed by the throat by fucking, was it Santana?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Just a phenomenal segment, guys. And then when Ortiz finally got the mic, oh my God, he cut a beautiful
He cut a good
promo
promo, too.
Yeah.
Like it was. I love these guys, dude. I cannot get enough of Proud and Powerful. Santana and Ortiz, like, push these motherfuckers to the goddamn moon, please, would you? Like
I concur.
They're just
so, what?
top tier.
I agree.
A round of predictions, real quick. Just a quick hot round of predictions.
Okay.
Do you see it staying together or breaking up? And I'm talking forever, like, because it can take a. My opinion is, you guys already know, it can take a little break and then it's gonna come back. So, Cash.
I agree with you. I don't think it's going to just fully dissipate. I think to an extent they'll still be a group, but they'll be doing what they've been doing the last 2-3 months, where they're all kind of separately doing their own thing outside of Santana and Ortiz, who I think they're going to branch off and do their own thing and get really hot and heavy in the tag team division, which is perfect for them because they need that run. They absolutely do. They're one of the best. I mean, next to like maybe the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks, but I'd say they're a top 3 tag team in AEW for sure. Then I'd imagine Jericho's going to go on another kind of singles run. Freaking, Sammy will keep doing what he's doing, and Hager, I don't know about Hager.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea what Jake Hager is going to do. But
Hager's doing Bellator. He's doing fine, dude. He's
Yeah.
undefeated in Bellator, and so he's doing fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that fucking. Here's what I think. I felt something when Sammy threw his jacket down. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this guy's gonna quit again. And then I felt like maybe Sammy's gonna Sammy's gonna kind of swerve everybody, and Sammy's gonna turn heel. Like I
Yeah.
felt like that, like maybe he's just like, or it's just gonna be a ultimate babyface move where he's just gonna be like, fuck you guys, You guys
Yeah.
are just going to sit here and fight, and I'm out here putting out results. I'm the fucking TNT champion. I don't have time for this shit.
Well, he basically said that in the cue cards during fucking picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically, like, what it said, like, what you just said. So, I don't know if you read that or not or saw that, but he basically was saying, like, if I have to walk away from this, I'm going to focus on my titles, being Becky 2 belts, so.
Still stupid to me. It's still freaking stupid. Walking out there with 2 fucking titles. Still the dumbest goddamn thing.
So if he
The
loses,
shinier one is better, Sammy.
if he loses a TNT championship match, does he still get to keep one and then like to go on to defend that? Like,
No.
like,
I don't think it works that
Damn
way.
It's hilarious. Well, yeah, it was a really good segment. I'm a big fan of, like I said last week, man. I'm a big fan of these. I know this is a Jericho idea, so I'm a big fan of it. I think that they're setting up a match next week. It's going to be Santana Ortiz versus Hager and Jericho, and Sammy kind of told him to figure it out, and then Santana said, "You know what we do? We don't." Or Ortiz said, "We don't run our mouths. We don't do this. We use these." And they're fucking ready for a fight, dude. I think we might see a hell of a match next week, guys, on Dynamite. It's gonna be fucking dope.
dude. All right, so
I agree.
all right, I'm gonna swerve us way off topic real quick. You just like inspired me, like with this crazy thought of like when you said that, like Jericho came up with it, and it all spiraled within seconds. So it was basically like, all right, so I can picture Jericho just sitting in a room with the Inner Circle, like creating a story, a storyline, everybody throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks. So that then made me think of, what if, like the entire, like maybe AEW fucking, execs wrote a wrestling masterpiece, kind of like a show like like that you watch on Netflix or HBO Max or whatever, where you can binge watch it, and it's just really deep writing and everything ties in together so crazy. What if they did that but played it out live like a drama? Like, it would be pretty risky because you got people like injured and then that might not be able to show up for their role, but make them kind of interchangeable to where like, and I'm talking like fucking companies working with each other, like debuts, fucking surprises, just like a year's worth of just wrestling planned so far in advance, and it's just a fucking masterpiece that comes together.
Listen, bro, I think that it's an amazing idea. And I know it's gonna do better than Roads to the Top. So I'm just saying. They should
I feel
hire
like everybody
you.
stopped watching Roast to the Top.
I just had to go off on a weird tangent because my stoner brain just thought of that. Like, what if, like, and then they like actually brought in like writers of like a James Gunn or somebody, like, let's really like write a fucking deep cut fucking thing. Because I think that was the best thing.
Go watch Heels, man.
Like,
you got to watch Heels.
Yeah.
That's Heels.
But I mean, like, played out live
on there.
on fucking like Dynamite. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so like, oh fuck, dude, I just lost my train of thought how I was gonna end that. But yeah, basically that would be fucking.
Lucha Underground was like a lesser version of what you're saying.
And this documentary docu-series that you're speaking of,
Yeah, but what I mean is kind of like more
Lucha.
like the Attitude Era that we keep talking about. How all these storylines just tied together and everybody was over and relevant, like that type of shit. Like, like how episodically you focus on, one episode focuses on this character, the next episode focuses on this character, their story, then the next episode focuses on how their two storylines fucking come together. Like, shit like that I think would be fucking awesome. But
that's incredible. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you.
I think that'd be fucking cool, man. And hopefully somebody picks that shit up and does it, because we're in the day and age where that's possible with streaming services and shit.
Here first, folks.
Yeah. So, what came after the Inner Circle's debacle?
Move forward. Yeah. So next week that match should be awesome. This was kind of the talk of the night. It's the Face of the Revolution ladder match, qualifier match. Private Party's music hits. I love it that they're going back to that song. Like, it's kind of given me a little bit of foreshadowing that they're getting ready to part ways with AHFO. Did I get that correct?
The Andrade Hardy fucking Fuego del Sol
HFO.
family office.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cassidy's in there. He's ready to go. And just a fucking phenomenal video package, a fucking kick-ass song. Mikey Ruckus did it again. Hits, and it is Limitless Keith Lee.
Yeah.
What an exciting debut, guys. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I it's like I said in the chat. I think if it was Keith Lee, because at that point we weren't 100% sure, but I said that I think he's an otherworldly talent. He's very, very talented. Got a lot of upside with Keith Lee, and I feel like WWE underutilized him completely.
No way.
Do I think he moves the needle? No,
Probably not.
I don't think he's a needle mover, and I feel like Tony really went out of his way to hype this up as much as humanly possible, which I think is great. And I love Tony's enthusiasm. I love his excitement. But Keith Lee's not like, we just brought fucking John Cena in here, or we brought The Rock in, or we brought Brock Lesnar in, or that he's not on that level. And Tony kind of hyped it up in the same way. And don't get me wrong, I said it in the chat. I was really excited to see Keith Lee out there, and I hope he flourishes.
I think honestly, like, he kind of like, the talk is that Tony Khan over-delivered, or I mean, over-promised with the whole
oversold, under-delivered.
So, with that being done, he actually kind of backtracked and gave us another debut, which was right before Keith Lee, was Jay
Happened before that.
White.
Oh,
Yeah.
my apologies. I didn't know that.
Switchblade.
Of
Jay
yeah,
White.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. But
Would you want to break that down?
before I finish, real quick, Cash.
Yeah.
Keith Lee did my needle did move a little bit. It moved. But go ahead.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Keith Lee. He's what you call an attraction wrestler. Any match you watch of his, attraction match. Why? Because you know he's gonna do some cool fucking shit.
He's must see.
He's a brick shit house. He's huge.
He's must see.
Yeah.
So, Cash, you wanted to say some shit about Jay White?
I think we should probably jump back and talk about that because it did technically happen before the match. So, Roppongi Vice is backstage, Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero, only to be interrupted by the Young Bucks and Adam Cole and a debuting Switchblade Jay White, which I think is unreal. And honestly, I popped more over that debut than I did over Keith Lee. I mean, because, Jesus, man. I mean, and there's a lot of people that don't know Jay White. There's a lot of people that don't know him, because he's been an indie guy for so long. But he was IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He was IWGP United States
I was just
champion.
about
he
to
was
say,
IWGP Intercontinental champion.
For our listeners that might be
the
like me that don't know a whole lot about this Switchblade guy, why don't you fill us in? But continue.
He was the fifth Grand Slam New Japan Pro Wrestler, fifth Grand Slam champion in New Japan history. Jay White has a hell of a fucking resume, and that dude is an unbelievable wrestler. He's also a former Bullet Club.
Yeah.
The dude was
Yeah,
Bullet Club,
I knew
which
that.
is fucking...
He still is.
Yeah. He's still Bullet Club, because, I mean, technically he's still signed to New Japan, but, they've worked out a deal to where he can make appearances.
He was just
with
an Impact not
AEW.
long ago, too.
Yeah. But I think it's a great debut. I was so happy to see fucking Switchblade out there because that dude is awesome.
Yeah.
He is fucking awesome. Anyways, Meaty, you were saying about Keith Lee.
Fucking wrestling
He's
is
just-
awesome right now.
Yeah, wrestling is really awesome right now. And it's just Keith Lee. I pretty much said what I wanted to say, but I will add this. He deserves this, man. As Tony Khan said
Yes.
on his tweet, like, he got that door slammed shut in his fucking face. And he was going
Yeah.
through
He did.
some crazy shit after COVID because, as we all know, it affects everybody differently. And for Keith Lee, he had some heart issues,
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
I had like neurological issues. I know somebody who had lung issues. It kind of just attacks you in weird ways, right? So I just fucking, it's really upsetting that Keith Lee got treated like that on his way out the door, and people loved him, he deserved a lengthy run in the WWE. So
To say the least.
I don't know, man. Yeah, to say the least, that guy deserved more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
But I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good that he's here. It's good that he got the presentation that he got because he's worth it. And he honestly is like limitless. Like he lives up to his moniker because there's no limit to what the guy can fucking do. Like, and that's why. To tie back to what we were saying earlier, that's why he's must see. That's why he's an attraction. He does a lot of cool shit that you wouldn't think that he would be able to do. So. Very excited to
1000%.
see what happens with him in AEW and the roads to the top that he decides to take.
Well, Keith Lee obviously defeated Isaiah Cassidy to get his slot. He is solidified. He's got a slot. He's ready to go. Limitless Keith Lee.
You're a slot.
I have a slot. He beat the shit out of Isaiah Cassidy, and I could not praise Isaiah Cassidy enough for doing such a killer job in this match.
Made him look
Yes,
great.
he did.
If you don't move on, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Up next, CM Punk and his mystery partner versus FTR. So, FTR's music is just awesome. FTR's
I love
video
it.
package
I love
is
it so
just
much.
awesome. FTR is just awesome. This
I love
is
them.
so fucking rad, dude. This is
The
so
mullet.
fucking rad. And smiling CM Punk walked through the curtain just like knowing he had this partner that, you know, was going to be probably just the best wrestler in all of All Elite Wrestling. And that happens to be my man, John
Moxley!
Yeah. Justin Roberts over
I popped.
here.
I popped super
Yeah,
hard.
I was stoked, dude. And this was a kick-ass match. You've seen a lot of shit in this match. Just great tag team wrestling. And one thing I want to add before I get your guys' take on this.
Okay.
I just think fucking Jon Moxley is an underrated tag team wrestler. He really is. Like, some people don't understand how good this guy is at tag team wrestling. He was one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time.
He was in the Shield, like the most like glorified tag team in most recent fucking memory of the WWE. So I don't think he's underrated. But yes, I guess you're right. As a just a 2-man tag team wrestler, like he doesn't get a whole lot of props.
As a tag team wrestler, he's overlooked. How does that? Is that?
I guess
he's been tag champion a few times, hasn't he? Like him and Reigns were tag champions. Him and Rollins were tag champions. Like,
and he's still the longest
reigning
fucking U.S. champion of all time. End of story, dog.
Yeah.
The U.S. title used to be the dopest title until they fucked that one up too. It was the Intercontinental, and then I was like, okay, John Cena is fucking making this U.S. thing. Like, this is cool. And then that fell off. As soon as, oh my God, we're not getting into that other shit right now. we're not going there. Anyways, it was just a really incredible tag team match. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Go ahead. Go
ahead, Gio.
first, Cash. You go first.
I think there was some amazing back and forth in that match. You know, I had sat there and honestly, if it hadn't been for the main event, I would have said this was the match of the night because it was so well done. Awesome tag team offense from FTR. I mean, because those guys are one of the greatest tag teams in the world. Punk and Mox worked incredibly well together. They had a lot of good back and forth, man. There was a couple big spots there where you thought it was going to be like GTS and fucking what's he called? The Paradigm Shift, like at the same time. They kick out of it. Fucking Wheeler gets a tornado DDT on Moxley. Just crazy back and forth in the match. It was great. I distinctly recall a "This is awesome" chant at some point near the end.
Yeah.
So I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, you pretty much knocked it out of the park. One of my main highlights of the match, my favorite things, was seeing, was actually thinking that FTR was gonna fucking take it away. Like,
I thought they were
Yeah.
too.
and that's how you know it's a good match, because you're like, oh, of course we know fucking Punk and Moxley are gonna win. Like, they can't put a tag team of Mox and Punk together and then lose. Like, it's not happening. But
like
that's
I said,
what that's what was the thrill of the match. Was like, oh shit, dude, they're about to lose. Like, FTR's got this, and then
that thrill right there that you're speaking of. Okay, so it works. It's a thrill that has worked well for a very long time, but sometimes it's just really distasteful, right? So after FTR got beat by Punk and Moxley, up next we had Jade Cargill versus AQA, one of Booker T's trained students, and it was a very distasteful finish to me, with just like the comeback, the babyface comeback. It's like, it's Jade Cargill, dude. Just have her beat the fuck out of this chick and move on.
Yeah.
But no, you got to get her shit in. And
AQA actually hit a pretty fucking impressive shooting star in that match.
she did.
if I
And
remember
what the
correctly.
fuck is one of
Yeah.
Booker T's students doing on AEW when he's just sitting there fucking making headlines, talking shit about AEW all the time?
Yo, dog.
Yeah, that's why they should have
Sign with
that's
WWE.
why they should have squashed her. Been like,
Exactly.
Fuck you, Booker T.
You
but-
know,
Fuck
they-
Booker
but
T.
no,
they didn't squash her because of that. They would know, like, oh, fucking, if she gets squashed straight up, then there's probably gonna
Yeah.
be some weird fuck. But why wouldn't you? Jade, they're building Jade as this undefeated fucking beast, dude. Like, come on.
But yeah, I mean, and on top of all that, like some people probably don't even like mix business and pleasure that much. Like
Sure.
I'm sure Booker T doesn't give a fuck where his students go, just as long as they're successful.
Right.
but-
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it was.
I know
it
you
was
wanted to
cool
talk
that
about your favorite wrestler in the world right now.
It was cool that they gave you know a match that's not just a squash for Jade, because she does need to kind of go out into deeper waters and have longer matches that aren't just squash matches on live TV. And that's going to get my girl, you know, swinging to perfection.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next, you had the let-up match. It was Serena Deeb versus... Who was that girl? I don't even recognize. I don't recall.
It was
It was a daggum old man.
Super
It was
Katie
That is
Arquette.
what
it
I
was the
said.
professor.
Katie Arquette.
I like
daughter
how they
of
call
David Arquette.
I like how they're
Former
called Serena
WCW
Deeb.
World Heavyweight Champion.
So I like how they're called Serena Deeb the Professor. Like it just shows how fucking like she's so fucking awesome, dude. Just stupid awesome. Five
Oh,
minute
yeah, she's one of the
challenge.
best.
Serena Deeb beat Katie Arquette in fucking
Who?
1 minute. Yeah, exactly. Up next, guys, this is what we're all waiting to talk about, dude. So let's get into it. We're talking the AEW Championship match versus Hangman Adam Page and Lance Archer. What are your thoughts?
Fuck, dude. All right. So everybody went into this match knowing that fucking Archer was not gonna win this. Like, and that's another one of those things, kind of like we just talked about with you know, the tag team match. There's no way that fucking, you know, Hangman Page is gonna lose to Lance Archer on a Dynamite. It's just bad booking if it were to happen.
Yeah.
That being said, I knew it was gonna be a fucking absolute fucking bar fight of a match. Like I knew because
that is the
I-
best way to describe it. Just a bar
knew-
fight, dude.
yeah. I knew. I don't know. Hangman Page has kind of got a little proving to do with, you know, being the champion. You know, like he's got to really prove his fucking worth here. And like, cause there are people talking and saying, you know, he's not that exciting as champion. He's kind of dull. He doesn't have great promo skills. So, you know, he kind of makes up for it by doing fucking cowboy shit in the ring and just badass shit.
Yeah.
So, I just, you know, like I said, I knew it was going to be a fucking crazy brawl, but I have to give it up to both of them. I didn't have that moment where I thought Archer might win this. You know, I just nobody on earth did that watches AEW knew, like, had that feeling. But like, I have to give it up to both of them for like putting on a good fucking Texas death match. And like,
Yeah.
and the idea of,
It was brutal.
I'm sorry if I'm taking this from somebody, but the idea of Jake the Snake and Dan Lambert removing the top rope so that Hangman couldn't perform the buckshot lariat was fucking genius. Old school Smoky Mountain Wrestling genius.
Yeah.
I love, and Hangman is so good, dude. Like his what do you call
Nipples.
it? His traits, like his
Oh.
nipples. His
Nipples.
traits, like
Sorry.
he goes up to grab that top rope and it's not there, and he just looked so, like, it looked so dope when he did it. Like he's just like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
it
Shoot.
was
Great great ring awareness.
Yeah, it was like that muscle
So
memory,
good.
like going for my finish. Oh, I can't. Oh, shit.
Dude, we've seen
Duh,
some epic
yeah.
shit. Both of these guys are bleeding like fucking pigs who were just gutted and
Bleeding
getting
like
ready
a
to get
stuck
chopped
pig.
up and fucking sold to Walmart. Okay, these fucking
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
Jesus, we seen Everybody Dies fucking off of from the ring onto the steps that were on the side, and it just fucking bounced.
Oh,
Hangman,
yeah.
dude, it just bounced. His
Brutal.
ass. So yeah, very epic match, and I'm just very excited that Hangman Page retained because, like Gio said, he's got some more proving to do, and I think if he has just some more bangers like this under his belt, it's going to be super good for his career.
You've got to mention that buckshot lariat over the referee into the tables, which was just that spot. I jumped out of my
Yeah.
freaking seat and went, "Oh
That's
my!"
something I wish we all would have been watching together in person.
Yeah,
because,
we all
like,
would've
holy
popped.
fuck.
That was the probably the most epic buckshot lariat I've ever seen him do. Fucking, it was amazing. Over the ref, fucking into Archer, right into the table. I was like, "Oh man, that's
Two
good."
things. One, Meatbag. I think that this is one of those matches that is like bringing him up as a champion. Like, okay, after this match has some breathe time to it, people are gonna be look back on this and go, okay, he's a
Right.
proving champion. He's a defending champion. He's
Yeah.
not quite where we all fucking know he can be, but you know he's getting there. And then B, the second thing, the buckshot, the final you were just talking about. Okay. So when I said that I wish we had all fucking been watching that, I think we should make it a point to start. You know, like Meatbag has been trying to pull for it for a long time. Let's start doing watch-alongs for these people.
Yes.
and doing like when they announce
Yeah.
a big Dynamite, like they gave us plenty of warning. Like there's gonna be
Yes.
this is gonna be a big Dynamite. We should all get together and fucking do a watch-along.
And
Whether
guys-
we stream it to
Yeah.
Facebook or whatever, or record an official one. Meatbag, go ahead.
Absolutely. And folks, if you're listening to this, you can do these watch-alongs with us. We sit around, we do kind of a round table, and we just bullshit about Dynamite. Gio will hit the record button, so it'll actually make the show. We
Yeah.
do that by becoming a Patreon member. Patreon.com/Gio and Meatbag. Again, that's Patreon.com/Gio and Meatbag. Become a Patreon member today. There's so many kick-ass perks that are included in that. This is a really good episode of Dynamite, guys. I just thought
Yeah.
it was phenomenal, and that is going to be it for this portion of the show.
Whoa. Before we call it on this particular segment, there was one more moment at the end of Dynamite.
Oh, you're right.
You
Yep.
didn't mention.
My apologies.
So out comes Adam
Budge!
Cole,
Oh.
baby.
Sorry.
He picks up the title, sets it
shut
on
up.
Hangman's shoulder, gives him a couple pats, and walks out. If that's not, I'm ready to take that from you, so be ready.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what
I
that
don't
is.
know, yeah.
That's building to Adam Cole versus Hangman Page, and I am fucking here.
Quick
for
prediction
it.
round. Who you guys got? You guys think Adam Cole's gonna take it, or
No.
at their next take?
No.
Me neither. Okay.
Okay.
In unison.
Well, that was
No,
easy.
not at all.
So, folks,
Kick-
when we do our live watch along, we may or may not be in house at Cosmic Soup Recording, and
That's right, Gio.
I just wanted to say thanks to Cosmic Soup Recording and the staff there, Jeremy and Colby. We love them so much, and they sponsor our beautiful podcast that you are listening to right now. You can go to CosmicSoupRecording.com or hit up Cosmic Soup on all the social medias, Cosmic Soup Recording, and book a session if you want to, do some audio work, if you want to record, your band, if you're a rapper, if you want to record a commercial for your business, if you want to shoot a music video, find a fucking musician. Go on down to Cosmic Soup, hit them up, They are surprisingly great rates, and mix and mastering is included in the hourly rate. You cannot fucking beat that. And you know who else has great rates, Meatbag?
That's going to be Bodacious Prince, Gio, and I need everybody
That's
to
fucking
grab their
right.
phones right now. They need to go to Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever you do these days. Go to Bodacious AZ at Bodacious AZ, or you can shoot them an email at bodacioussaz@gmail.com. Excuse me. Just really good fucking friends of ours. There's no minimum requirements, no screen setup fees, and just top-notch prints. Our friends in FOL and TV Tragedy get all of their merch done through Bodacious
Squared.
Prints, as well as Squared. No Composure's done a little bit of gotten a little bit of merchandise through Bodacious, and it's just top notch shit, dude. I couldn't praise them enough. So everybody at Bodacious AZ, yes. And isn't it Bodacious Prince Big Cartel? What's their big cartel?
Yeah, bodaciousbigcartel.com. Easy for Meatbag to say.
Dope.
Obviously easy for us both to say, because fucking we both stumbled over that one. bodaciosprince.bigcartel.com. But yeah, folks, there wouldn't be a Geo Meatbag show featuring no roadie today and Cash if it weren't for Cosmic Soup Recording and Bodacious Prince. So please show them some love, just like you show us some love. And we love you, and thanks so much for tuning into this segment. Boys, you want to go ahead and close this one out?
See you later, motherfuckers.
Later, guys.
Bags of shit.